Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's. Also brought to you by Dublois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big, and no job is too small. Learn more at dubloiselectric.com.
And today we have the pleasure of being joined in studio by 3 members of the Auburn Exchange Club. We have El Presidente, Mike Mathieu. How you doing, Mike?
Hey. Doing well, thanks, Mark. Good morning.
Good morning. And Mike is very festive today because it is St. Patrick's Day, and Mike brought in some Bailey's Irish Cream for us.
Wow.
What a guy, right?
Oh, I thought it's because I was wearing green, but yes.
Oh, no.
I carry that with me all the time.
I didn't even notice what you were wearing.
Is that green?
He said green. We are also joined by treasurer and co-chairman of the Exchange Club Gun Show, John Horton. How you doing, John?
Good morning. Doing well.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us today. And we have past president of the Auburn Exchange Club, the one and only Mr. Out and About, Tim Rucker.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's going all right. Thanks for joining us today, Tim.
Yeah, thanks for getting me up so damn early.
Hey, that's why we're here. Anything we can do to make your day less enjoyable.
Just don't let my boss know because I don't want to make this a habit.
Gotcha. So we're going to be talking about the Auburn Exchange Club's 48th annual Twin City Gun and Sportsmen Show, which is happening next weekend, March 28th and 29th. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Tuesday, March 17th.
Lewiston Mayor Carl Shaleen feels something needs to be done regarding the length of city council meetings. He said the city's business should be handled more efficiently and has proposed changes to public comment procedures. State law does not require 2 public comment periods for public meetings, but does require municipalities to provide a reasonable opportunity for public comment.
The first proposal is to change the speaking time by members of the public from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. The second proposal would eliminate the second public comment period from meetings, and the final proposal would set a meeting ending time of 10 p.m. unless the council votes to continue. The city council will consider the changes during tonight's meeting.
The Sun-Journal reports that a partnership between New Beginnings and Hannaford aims to provide food to at least 700 young people in the area. New Beginnings, a program that helps prevent homelessness and food insecurity for youth ages 10 to 24, will receive $50,000 yearly from Hannaford to stock its new food pantry at 436 Main Street.
And according to the Maine Center for Economic Policy, the state lost millions during the January ICE surge as many immigrant families sheltered at home during the immigration crackdown. Policy analyst James Miles said it's difficult to provide precise numbers, but lost economic activity during the surge could range from $10 million to $22 million. Now it's time for the weather.
Oh, the weather?
The weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love.
Yay.
Mike,
I love that
Mike is
song.
bebopping
That's his
along to the
favorite.
weather song.
Well, the weather is okay today. It's partly sunny and a little windy today with a high of 53 and a low of 21. A nice sunny start to tomorrow before late afternoon clouds roll in with a high of 32 and a low of 17, and a mixture of sun and clouds on Thursday with highs in the mid-30s.
In sports, the United States will take on Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic Championship game. That is tonight at 8 p.m. in Miami. It's the 3rd straight WBC Finals appearance for the USA, which looks to join Japan as the only teams with multiple tournament titles. The cheapest ticket on StubHub is listed for $407. It will get you in the door, but it will not get you a seat. Wow. That is standing room only.
Okay.
Wow.
And the most expensive ticket is over $5,000.
Wild.
Mike, you're in, right?
Yeah. All around. Let's go.
Well, the Bruins lost to the New Jersey Devils last night 4-3 in overtime. Boston will visit the Montreal Canadiens at 7.
Jaylen Brown's 41 points led the Celtics over the Phoenix Suns, 120-112. The Celtics will host the Golden State Warriors tomorrow night.
The Maine Nordiques will host the Elmira Aviators on Friday and Saturday in Auburn.
And the Lewiston Maniacs will visit the New England Wolves tomorrow afternoon. That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is sweeping the Twin Cities. It's time for Famous People Birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for March the 17th, shall we?
No response from Mike on that one.
No, nothing?
Normally people like that one better.
No, I'm sorry.
He was on his phone.
First one, and I know.
Yeah, Mike's all about the weather song.
Like that sunshiny weather
That's
song.
right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Next time, I'm sorry.
Not enough Baileys yet.
Okay.
We're gonna crack
Mike,
it
have you
open
heard
or
my song yet?
Oh, boy.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's
Mike.
coming up.
Get ready.
Beautiful.
You're going to
Okay.
love it.
Okay.
Singer Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins is 59 years old today. He's also a professional wrestling promoter.
Oh,
I didn't know about Billy, but there you go.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. Actor Rob Lowe, 62 years old today.
Oh,
He was a member of the Brat Pack back in the 80s.
yeah.
And then went on to star in Youngblood,
Oh, yeah.
right? The hockey movie.
Hockey movie.
Come
With,
on.
Is that with Patrick Swayze?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
Was it really?
You're right. I
Okay,
think so.
yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. He's also in Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and
Wayne's
World.
World.
St. Elmo's
Benjamin.
Fire. Yeah.
He's been doing TV lately.
Parks and Rec, I think, was the last thing I saw him
Parks and Rec, and didn't you do West Wing for a while?
on.
Yeah, he was really good on West Wing, actually. That's a good series.
Gary Sinise, 71 years old today.
Lieutenant Diane.
Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump. Did you
gotta
know
love him.
he's a musician and he founded
did.
the Lieutenant Dan Band?
Yeah.
And they play at U.S. military bases around the world.
That's pretty cool.
How awesome is that?
Well, he donates a fortune to people, too. For
Does he really?
Oh,
He's awesome. Actor Kurt Russell, 75 years old today.
another treasure.
Another treasure. Escape from L.A., Big Trouble in Little China, Escape from New York,
Oh,
right?
Hey, who can forget the classic Overboard?
Overboard.
And one of my top 10's Tombstone.
Just spilling stuff over there,
Tombstone,
Mike.
Very good.
What's
that was a
going on,
good
Mike?
cast.
Mike's spilling.
That's going all the way down, please. You can pass
stuff.
that down.
Baileys.
Oh, hello.
He was also in Death Proof, a Quentin Tarantino flick. The Hateful Eight, also a Tarantino movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There you go. I guess Tarantino likes Kurt Russell.
I guess so.
Actor Patrick Duffy, 77 years old today. He played Bobby Ewing on the primetime soap opera Dallas from 1978 to 91. And he also starred alongside Suzanne Summers in a sitcom called Step by Step.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the show when he was like part fish man, too? He had webbed feet, toes, and he could stay underwater back in the 80s. I don't
remember
even know.
That is
Yeah.
coming back to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, that's when he was a big star back then.
Oh,
he was
man.
prime time on a few
Yep.
things.
Oh, he was huge back in the 80s. Yeah. He also starred in South Park. He was Scuttlebutt. Remember that big monster, Scuttlebutt? He had a Patrick Duffy leg.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
That's right.
A little bit of trivia for you.
wow.
And wrapping up FPBs for March the 17th, the singer and songwriter John Sebastian, who is 82 years old today. He was the lead singer for The Lovin' Spoonful, but perhaps more famously sang the theme song to Welcome Back, Kotter,
Oh.
which goes a little something like this.
Inside jokes are the best.
They are.
I thought you had a clip. I was really going to
no.
pull that one
No,
out.
I did
That'd be
too.
great.
That's what I was waiting
He's
for.
teasing me.
Our loyal listeners will get that one.
He's
Okay.
teasing me.
Just a little.
Just a little.
Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. That's right, Mike. That just happened
I know, on this day.
on this day.
On this day. On this day 3 years ago in 2023, Taylor Swift kicked off her Eras Tour in Glendale, Arizona. It went on to become the highest grossing tour of all time and the first to earn over $2 billion in revenue.
I heard she's a big deal.
She's kind of a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. 9 years ago in 2017, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel premiered on Amazon. It ran for 5 seasons and starred Rachel Brosnahan as the 1950s housewife who becomes a stand-up comedian. 26 years ago in 2000, Erin Brockovich was released, starring Julia Roberts in the true story of a legal secretary who pursues a class action lawsuit against PG&E for groundwater contamination in California. 27 years ago in 1999, a panel of experts concluded that marijuana has medical benefits for people suffering from cancer and AIDS. And now we've decided it's medical benefits for everybody.
True.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
Name an ailment.
yeah.
Right.
It will it will help.
One form or another.
Right. Yeah.
31 years ago in 1995, the first vaccine for chickenpox was approved in the U.S.
Remember back when we had vaccines? That was neat.
That was neat.
That was a good time to
Remember
be
back when you just got chickenpox?
Yes.
And your parents had you huddled together. So
Yes,
you all
they made
got
you
it.
Everybody could
together.
get chickenpox.
Yep.
I had the chickenpox, and I only had 2 chickenpox.
Well, you were better to
Two?
get it out of the way.
Like-
That's why.
I had 2
Really?
total chickenpox.
That's it.
Just 2.
That's
Not crazy.
fortunate, I'd say.
I'd say, yeah. I'd say so.
I don't remember having them, but I do have a couple of scars. So
Yeah. 116 years ago, in 1910, Mrs. Luther Gulick of Lake Sebago, Maine, founded the Campfire Girls organization. The group has since dropped the word girls from the name. It's now known as Campfire. 128 years ago, in 1898, Irish-born John Holland invented the modern submarine for the U.S. military.
You want a little trivia on that?
Yes.
Submarines were considered a very evil and dirty way of warfare by the sailors.
Well, you were hiding
By what sailors?
where they couldn't see him.
Usually the ones getting shot at.
Oh.
The 1898 sailors. And lastly, 1,565 years ago, in the year 461, St. Patrick died. The patron saint of Ireland wasn't even born Irish. He was actually a kidnapped slave from Britain. And the first St. Patrick's Day parade wasn't celebrated until 1762 in America.
Look at Sarah dropping all that knowledge.
Right. I just my brain. I'm like,
So
well, it
early in the
wasn't even
morning.
Irish.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Okay.
even Irish.
Yeah, it just means we're the ones that want to have the first party always.
That's
Well,
right.
So-
and I was trying to figure that too. Why did their patron saint? It's a party, whereas in the U.S. Well, anyways.
Here's another little piece of trivia is the families that kidnap St. Patrick actually wear orange on St. Patrick's Day to show that they're not in support of St. Patrick.
Wow.
I know.
right.
Isn't that wild? If you wear orange, you're not in support of the Irish.
That's right.
Haven't you ever heard the Irish Rovers, the orange and the green? Listen to the song sometime. That's what it's about.
Wow, John, what a wealth of knowledge you are having you here this morning.
Our listeners are getting educated this
think
morning.
so, right?
I love
I don't know
it.
if any of it's factual, but
Right, we got to fact check you. I'm fact checking. That's why I'm on my phone, Mark.
our
so much
fact checkers are
fact-checking.
hard at work.
And
this
speaking of
that's
morning.
it.
facts, I want to make a correction. The monster in South Park that I referred to earlier is not Scuttlebutt. It's Scuzzlebutt.
Scuzzle.
Scuzzlebutt.
How
And if-
could you
and
make
if anybody
such a
wants,
mistake?
that's
There-
Scuzzlebutt.
That was the
Patrick
leg,
Duffy
yes.
The Patrick Duffy leg.
That is so strange. Such a strange.
Just, these guys making these shows, I think they found the
Hilarious.
medical benefits of marijuana a long
Yeah, a
time
long
ago
time
and other
ago.
benefits
I think
of,
they did,
of
too.
some
Yeah.
things.
And they found their audience as well.
Yes,
Treating some
exactly.
mental illnesses, I think.
yeah, no straws involved.
There you go. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for March the 17th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. If someone breaks into your home while you are there, find a place to hide and call 911. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Dirigo Federal Credit Union is proud to call Lewiston Auburn home. Whether you're buying a house, saving for the future, or growing your business, we're here for you, right where you live. Visit dirigofcu.com and feel the difference of a credit union that truly knows LA.
Now, we shift focus fully to our guests in studio, Mike Mathieu, John Horton, and Tim Rucker of the Auburn Exchange Club. Before we get into the gun show, Mike,
Yes, sir.
tell us what the Auburn Exchange Club is all about.
Ooh.
I know,
So
it's a loaded question.
I know, right? We're all about a bunch of people who volunteer their time to help out and give back in the community, really, in the surrounding communities. We have three platforms we support on a regular basis, if you will, and one of them is the community, trying to help out. The other one is we're committed to families as well, which, again, rolls over in the community, but there's a lot more that goes on with that, with especially these days with the homeless kids out there and, the needs for different things, even hygiene products and such. So, we try to help out there, and then we've always been strong supporters of the military, veterans, anything to do with that. So what we do is we volunteer our time. We do fundraising, which is what the gun show's about, and we try to take that money and reinvest it back into the community. We do a lot for the high schools in the area, as well as Franklin School. A lot of people don't know about that as much, but we try to give back again to all of them, do things for their project graduations. We do Students of the Month, help them out with scholarships. And, we help out other groups in the area that may be nonprofits that struggle, and sometimes they'll come and ask us for a little bit of help or even just to volunteer. We got some guys going over. There's a Easter egg hunt coming up at the PAL Center, and we go over, volunteer our time to cook and do the barbecue. Mm-hmm. So, we don't necessarily give them any money in this occasion. We do a lot for the PAL Center, but we supply our time, and that's something we can help out with as well. Yep. We've had some people volunteer on the Triple Crown as directors or people following up on the races and stuff. Anytime somebody needs some help, they can reach out. We can't say we'll always be able to do it, but we'll always bring it up to the meeting, and if somebody's available, we'll put it out there for them.
And how long have you been with the Exchange Club, Mike?
I'm going on 6 years, I believe, right around there. I think this is my 6th year.
Yeah. How did you join?
Growing up, my folks were very involved as well, so I was always doing something as a kid, whether it was setting up for a dance at the Armory with my parents for some fundraiser for a school. So as I got older, I used to coach a lot. Coached both my kids, hockey, softball. Then I had time as they grew older. I was at a B2B trade show, actually, and these guys were set up. A couple of guys I knew asked them what it was about. Then I went to their a meeting to find out more about it and found my spot as far as where I was going to volunteer to give back to the community.
All right.
That's great.
And, John, how long have you been with the Exchange Club?
About 14 years, I think.
Wow. And what inspired you to join?
I got put in an arm lock, dragged into a meeting, and then I actually found, one of our things is we do this Student of the Year thing, and I just was amazed with the kids, and, that kind of locked me in at that point. You can't express what these kids are doing compared to, what I did as a kid, so it's phenomenal to see it, and that was the start of it.
Yeah, we do this Student of the Month for 4 months for the local high school seniors, and when I first started listening to them, I felt really stupid because, they're so smart and bright, and some of the things that they do in their community as well as their academics and everything like that. I think our members, that's probably the best time of the 4 months, just because, you get to see all these bright, young kids out there that are going to be our future.
Gives you hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with the Exchange Club, Tim?
10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was 2015 I joined. Jim Marston, our previous owner there, he was involved with it. And then when I came on board, he just said, "Hey, Tim, you want to go to one of these meetings?" And, next thing you know, I was
Next thing
there.
you know, you
Yeah.
became president.
I did, yeah. And I was surprised, they asked me to be on the board of directors years back, and next thing you know, somebody nominated me to be the president, and I said, "Well, you guys aren't very bright."
It was a moment of weakness.
Yeah, crazy.
You missed that meeting, right, John?
Yeah.
I obviously wasn't there yet.
See, John avoided being president by becoming treasurer. Does well with numbers, so we leave him right alone. No, we're going to keep him right there.
It turned into a life sentence.
Yeah, and now he's leaving us. It's awful.
And, Tim, what did you accomplish during your administration?
Actually, the 2 years, I think it was pretty good. We ended up growing the membership within those 2 years, and it was a good time. And now we've got some active, members, whereas before it seemed like it was always the same 7 or 8 of us, helping out at all of these community events. And now we've got a lot more people involved, and the meetings, filled right up. And so that was probably the best part of it. We had some ups and downs, still,
Always do.
I'm still feeling the pains from it.
So let's jump right into the 48th annual Twin City Gun and Sportsmen Show. And John, as the co-chair of the show, I'm sure you can tell us all about it and what folks can expect next weekend.
From our point, there's a lot involved to get ready for it, but since it's our single largest fundraiser, it's worth our efforts. it really takes us about 4 months to set up the show. Then when we get it going, so Saturday morning we open up at 9 o'clock and go to 4 o'clock. Sunday we open at 9 and we go till 3. It's 170 tables roughly of vendors. Entrance fee's $10. We have a good time. We have a concession stand there to support the dealers and the people coming in. You can get anything. It's not just guns. We've named it over to a Sportsman Show a couple of years back to add other things in there. But if you're looking for guns and ammo, it's the best place to be, I'd say.
And the other things you're referring to as far as the Sportsman Show goes, you're talking like hunting equipment, things like that?
There's all kinds of hunting equipment. There's a guy that does military gear as far as, stuff to hide in the woods with or stuff like that. There's a couple people that do a little bit of food. There's an engraver there. The engraver is for, he usually does weapons and belt buckles, interesting, anything metal he loves, plastic. So yeah, there's one lady that does some handmade sweaters and stuff that she knits. So it's a little bit of everything. We tried to add stuff so that if you have one spouse, and I say that way because it used to be, 20 years ago was all men. It's not even close anymore. It's probably closer to 50-50. But the other spouse may not be interested in guns or ammo, so we tried to throw some other stuff in to keep them entertained where they're walking through.
Yeah, we're opening it up to, like archery, stuff like that.
Smart.
We were trying to get some of the ATV people out there. We haven't been able to get through to them yet to get them to join. Of course, it's kind of hard with them bringing in an actual ATV because of the arena's only so big. But we are trying to expand it a bit to get more people involved. And it's interesting to see all the families that are coming to this. They're bringing their children there and stuff, and so they're learning about hunting and archery and things like that. So it's really a good show.
Yeah, it's over at the Armory in Lewiston. The parking's a little tight at times, but there's plenty. You just got to walk a little bit, and it's all free.
Yeah, we have a great concession stand there as well. Hot dogs, pulled pork at times. There's all kinds of different stuff each year.
We got homemade chicken salad this year. Yeah. We're going to have the hot dogs. We'll have some pulled pork, I believe, a few different things. Donuts in the morning to get the show going, coffee. So
there's some pizza there. We get that donated from our good buddy Mr. Bishop over to Pat's.
Oh, Pat's, yeah.
We get the donuts down there at
Italian Bakery.
Italian Bakery, yeah. So he donates, part of that as well, and he comes to the show too, and he purchases some weapons. He told me he's already got something going on with Mr. Reed over there. He said, I'll definitely be there. John's already told me I can get a good deal. So,
And the other thing to keep in mind, they mentioned guns, but there's some older gentlemen that have antiquities that have to do with the wars. So I've seen bayonets, I've seen swords. So any of your antique dealers or collectors, things like that, and I don't mean anything by this, but these guys are getting older. They want to sell it. The prices might be coming down. John and I were talking. Few no-shows coming back next year. What happened? Well, they died. Okay, I can see why they didn't buy their table. So, but these are a lot of the guys. Like I said, the bayonets out there, World War II. Seen some old helmets and everything. It's kind of neat. I spend my time looking at it. I'm not really a collector, but. And then you got a couple guys that do knives too, homemade knives and things like that. So there was, quite a bit to look at.
Something for everybody.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah, we actually had last year, the year before, we had L.A. Harley that brought in a Harley over there and set it up, and they were doing a raffle and things like that. And so it's a good time.
Only $10 per person. Children under 12 get in free. They must be accompanied by an adult. And you have VIP passes available too, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, those are over at J.T. Reed's Gun Shop. We only sell 50 of them because we don't want it to be. We want it to be a very special thing, and we also don't want to overwhelm the dealers because the VIP pass gets them in for 1 day, 1 hour early. So they get there. And usually somebody that buys that, they want something in specific, and they're coming through, and they want first grabs.
Yeah. So they're there at 8 o'clock Saturday morning before everything.
They're usually there a little bit earlier than that. Yeah.
Okay.
We have to hold them back usually.
Yeah, we could ask them to help set up a couple of them. Hey, you want to grab that door for me? Thanks. Yeah.
They're there at 7 waiting on the steps.
Oh, yeah,
they are.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you only have 50
Yeah.
those VIP passes. Do you know where you're at as far as how many are left?
There are 10 last I knew left.
Ooh.
So those are pretty popular.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Are you guys still looking for vendors, or are you sold out?
We have a few spots left, not many. The close-off usually is at the end of February, but with a couple spots left, we still have a few left. If they want to, they can. If they need to call someone, they could call JT Reed's Gun Shop. They will get it over to me.
So if you'd like to call JT Reed's Gun and Cigar Shop, that is 777-3579. Again, 777-3579. And if you would like to fill out an application for a table reservation online, you can go to auburnexchangeclub.com. How has this show grown over the years?
Well, it's funny. We were just talking about it. This would be normally our 50th year.
Yeah.
So it was doing very well until COVID, of course, like everything.
Yeah, we had to stop for 2 years, and then the year after that, we were like just mobbed,
Yeah.
coming in. It was, I think, wasn't it the storm
Then we had
weekend
two
or something?
back-to-back
Yeah.
snowstorms the
Yeah.
last 2 years, which have hurt a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the first year after it, 2 years ago, it snowed from
Yeah.
Friday night all the way through Sunday and destroyed it.
Yeah.
We did okay, but it was not good.
But then after COVID, like I said, people were, happy to get out and stuff. So, so we did quite well with that.
If we have good weather this year and, the way things have been going, I think it's going to be a really good show.
We've had times where, if you know the Lewiston Armory, that they're lined up at the door an hour or so before, and they're going. The whole parking lot is just full out to the
Really?
sidewalk. Standing there to get in. So it's quite popular.
Oh, one note on that is, so we've seen that other shows where they line up and they just stand there in line. We don't do that. We try and beat that a little bit. So there'll be 4 of us out there going through the lines, getting the tickets sold out in the line, so that when we do open the doors, it's like giddy up and go. They all come running in.
Yeah.
It flows.
If you're
Flows
just
through.
a casual collector or somebody who just kind of wants to check it out, what's the best time of day to be there?
I think it's just, it really doesn't matter. I think, all day long, coming through. Of course, Saturday is the first day, so everybody likes to get there first because nothing, there's a lot of product there. And even Sunday, we have people that wait till Sunday because they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Sunday afternoons. Hey, are there going to be any deals?
Yeah.
Some of these dealers don't want to load everything back up in their vehicles. I mean, we wait on one guy. It takes him 2 hours at least with 4 people to load up all his guns.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we're usually waiting for him, trying to help out to get him out of there.
Yeah, we sweep around him.
Right, we do. But I'd say, honestly, Sarah, afternoons, like if you don't want to be overwhelmed with crowds,
Right.
you just want to slowly walk around.
Yeah.
There's a couple of great raffles out there, too. We do a few raffles. I think there was one other group that does a raffle. I'm not sure if they're
There's
back
like
this
3 or
year.
4, but
Yeah.
we try and tailor our raffle a little bit. So this year we actually added more to it. So since you can't buy a pistol until you're 21, we offer a pistol, a rifle. We also offer a gift certificate, JT Reed's, and then we also last offer a cash prize. It's pick one of the 4, so you can.
Oh, interesting.
It makes it so just about anybody can buy a ticket.
Yeah. And all those proceeds from that goes right back to the Auburn Exchange Club and, back into the community too. So
Doing good stuff.
And as a treasurer, I tell people, I can tell you for a fact, every dime we earn goes straight into the community someplace. There's no management overhead, any of that. It's every dime.
Awesome.
Right. We actually all pay dues to volunteer our time to be a part of this organization. I mean,
I remember hearing that.
that's how much. I mean, but it's we're part of an international group, so we get their support. So they'll match funds sometimes on certain things we do, but at that point you have to have a membership. You have to pay dues to be part of that. So we all do pay a membership to be a part and still volunteer our time. So we don't get reimbursed our dues or anything. Like John says, it all goes there. It's just the way the organization works.
Yeah, and the members also, for Christmas and things like that, a lot of us, we end up, taking money out of our own pocket to buy some gifts and things like that for some of the programs we're doing and things. So it's, it is a volunteer organization, but the group that we have, they're in it very sincerely. They want to get back to the community.
Yeah, I will say that's probably the reason I've stayed with it this long is the core group of these people are phenomenal. I can't express enough how good these people are.
I got to interview one of them last week, your district president, Sadie Landry.
Oh, yes. Sadie was here last week. She did a great job.
She's phenomenal.
Did you get a word in?
I got a couple. She's very passionate.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
She's good. She's
Sorry, I
great.
missed her.
Yeah.
When she takes on a task like that, it's all full throttle, full force, and she goes. She's got a lot of gusto.
Yeah, I've known her for years. She taught my kids karate.
There you go.
We go way back. But
So-
it was great to see her again.
You didn't learn karate?
No.
So did you get kicked a lot at home?
Yeah.
Sparring partner.
Then I was inspired to get some pads. It's like, all right, my ribs can't take much more.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else about the gun show that any of you would like to add?
Tell your friends, come on over, check it out. $10, roam around for a couple hours, get some food, see some people maybe you haven't in a while, because you run into everybody at this show. But would really love to have you out there, and it helps support the community at the same time.
Right.
You might get a good deal on something you've been looking for, but those guys who set up, who are there selling, paid to be there, and that goes right back to the community, like John said. So it's helping out a good cause while you're there doing something for yourself.
And don't forget, we're always looking for new members as well.
I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you become a member?
Yeah.
You reach out to one of the current members, and we ask you to come to a meeting. Scott St. Pierre happened to run into me a couple of weeks back and wanted to come to one of the meetings. He had heard about the organization, and then he decided to join.
Wow.
You can always reach out to myself. My phone number's out on the streets everywhere, on my Facebook page. We'd be more than happy to have some people come in. And what we do is you come into the meeting, because we're over at Gipper's on a Tuesday, either at noontime or the third Tuesday of the month is going to be 6 p.m. And we eat as well. So if somebody comes in, we usually take care of that meal for them because they're interested in joining, hopefully.
Yeah, so the meetings over at Gipper are the first Tuesday of every month for lunch, 12 to 1-ish, and then the third Tuesday of every month for dinner, 6 to 7 or so.
And then you can also go to our website, and there's a spot that says Let's Connect. Send that email, goes to our secretary, and then he'll reach out to one of us to contact whoever it is.
Yeah, and you can also check out our Facebook page, too, as well.
Yep.
All right, great. And that website is auburnexchangeclub.com.
That's correct.
All right, guys. Thanks for all the great information.
Yeah.
And wishing you great weather and a full house all weekend long on March 28th and 29th at the Lewiston Armory for the Twin City Gun and Sportsmen Show.
Uncle Andy's Digest is turning 30, and you're invited to celebrate with us. Join us Friday, May 22nd from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn, Auburn Riverwatch for a night of celebration. For 3 decades, Uncle Andy's Digest has been Central Maine's community-focused monthly advertising publication, connecting local businesses with loyal readers. Enjoy 90s music from Palo Entertainment, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, and recognition of our longest-running advertisers, and much more. Find all the details in the latest issue of Uncle Andy's and on Facebook. We can't wait to see you there.
You didn't have any Bailey's Irish Cream, I mean.
I might after the show, Tim.
You might, okay.
I got to maintain a professional demeanor.
Oh, really?
I'm just
Actually, I don't. I'm looking across the room here. I don't really.
I don't feel bad, having this at lunchtime. 'Cause
Right.
that's when this airs, right?
That's
It's
when this
lunchtime.
airs, Yes.
This podcast.
There's no way Mike Mathieu is drinking at 7:30 in the morning.
No.
Kidding me?
There are pictures on Facebook already, so.
And especially, I'm not ice fishing, so that would be definitely not happening.
All right, guys, we like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions, where we're going to ask you questions that have nothing to do with the Exchange Club or the gun show. We just want to get to know you a little better as members of our community. Sound good? Any objections?
Yes.
All right, you're out.
Can you ask me one?
I hold that in reservation.
Okay.
What's the pickle there?
Oh, that's the positive
This
pickle.
is Mark's, was it birthday, Christmas?
Birthday, I think.
I got this for him.
You light up my life. You're pickled to perfection, just like me.
See?
You're pickled
Positive pickle.
with
I like
positivity.
that.
Whenever you need to get in a good mood, Tim, if you're having a rough day with a client or whatever, just come in here and consult the positive pickle. All right, so we'll start with Tim Rucker.
Oh, great.
What is your favorite outdoor activity?
Ooh,
Now that spring is rolling around,
good question.
I love driving around with my top off on my convertible.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
Here's just a little bit of a wind-up toy, but
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I love riding Harleys. I don't own one. I've been fortunate enough over the years that I have several good friends that lend me their Harleys whenever I need one, and
Those are good
it's a good
friends.
time. I just love. I like the wind in my hair, and what can I say?
For our listeners, the only hair on Tim's head is his goatee.
That's right.
All right, John, favorite outdoor activity?
I used to sail a ton, but my wife decided she liked camping more, so we camp a lot. And then, of course, I have a couple little toys that I like to ride around on, too. That's why I teased Tim about his wind-up toy, because my little sports car is quite a little animal.
Oh, yeah. It's a Shelby Cobra, which irritates me. 'Cause I have a Shelby, too, but I think my Shelby is going to cost me more than a real Shelby, because...
No question.
Over time, yes.
Right. Because your Shelby is your daughter.
Exactly, yeah. 25 years old, and she's still sucking the life out of me. Money-wise,
All right, let's move right along. We don't want to get this is a whole different podcast.
Yeah.
We'll have Tim in for therapy. All right, Mike, Mathieu, favorite outdoor activity?
Oh, shoot. I mean, I love to be outdoors. My wife will just see me walking around the house all the time. It's just like being outdoors. But my big thing is fishing, I'd say. I do it here year-round in the state of Maine. People, complain about winter, what have you, and I just make the best of it. So whether it's, spring fishing, ocean fishing, ice fishing, fly fishing is really my big thing. So doing a bucket list this year, matter of fact, with my brother. We're heading out to Montana in August to go fly fishing out in the rivers out there, Montana and such.
If everything goes right, I'll wave at you while I'm out there camping.
Oh, that's right. John's doing a cross-country trip, too. So,
Neat.
But yeah, I'd say fishing, it just gets you out there. You're by yourself, whether it's up north here in Maine or, like I say, on the beaches, down on the coast. I just love to be outside.
Nice. Normally, my questions are kind of off the wall and crazy, but I've been sitting here listening to John talk for the last 45 minutes, so this is my question for all of you, and we'll start with John. Where did you grow up?
I actually grew up in upstate New York on the corner of Lake Ontario in a small town called Mexico, which is famous for two things, salmon fishing and snow. I mean, I hear people here, they're like, oh, we got a lot of snow. I'm like, you have no idea. As a kid, I never thought about it. You just grew up, and when I say that, the record is like 498 inches in a year. A big winter here, which we haven't had in a long time, is 100 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, he's a twin.
Oh, neat.
He looks just like this.
He does. And seriously, yeah, very, very close,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fun to play with people.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, where'd you grow up?
I can't deny it. I was right down, well, not downtown, but I grew up Lewiston, Maine. Went to school downtown, St. Peter's, St. Dom's, my whole life. Live in Auburn, Maine now. Moved away for a short time. Nothing really. North Carolina for less than a year. Bangor Brewer for about 3. And then right back here to
Back
Auburn.
home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And Tim?
He talked about downtown Lewiston. I grew up right down on the corner of Lisbon and Birch Street, which Birch Street is no longer there because Country Kitchen took over. But yeah, right down in the heart of the city, and been here, ever since my mom and stepdad planted us here when I was like 6 or 7, and never left.
Where did they plant you from?
Well, my mom's a Mainer, so yeah. The grandparents and great grandparents had a farm down in Wells. My great grandparents were sulky racers.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so they did all that, and we had a horse farm down there. So yeah, basically Maine people.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, side note, my wife says I haven't grown up, so.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was born on the base at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, because my mom's dad was a Army personnel and stuff like that, and so they traveled a lot. But hometown was Maine.
Neat. I would have guessed like Chicago region for you.
No.
No.
It's a little teeny town, maybe the size of Gray.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've been here since '89, so
Yeah.
this is home.
You still sound like you're from away.
That's a Mainer statement.
It's okay. I'm from away.
All right, final question, and we'll start with Mike. We talked about COVID earlier. Mike, what did you learn about yourself during COVID?
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going
Oh,
deep
we're
on
going-
this, really? Why do you do this
Oh,
to
we
me?
start off light
I want to
and
go
fluffy.
back to the time travel question. I got good answers this time.
You can't have the same question.
What did I learn in COVID?
About yourself.
About myself.
Yeah. Or your family, because we all spent a lot of time together.
Sure
Right,
did.
we did. And wow, that's really off the wall. What did I learn about myself? I never think about stuff like that. I'd have to say that, I realized I wasn't as patient as I thought I was. Yeah. I've always thought myself to be well-tempered and everything, which I still feel I am, but I feel during COVID I was a little more irritated a lot more often, and I learned to have to control that and look back in the mirror a little bit and realize, hey, wow. And especially when everybody's home so much. The one thing for me, though, where we were a necessary business, if you will, it was myself and 2 other people went in the office all day. We were never together. So I wasn't home with everybody, but then I realized how much it was affecting my wife. My daughter got pulled back from college. So it was really at home, it was a lot different. It was a little more difficult. So I think for myself personally, I looked to realize that I'm not as patient as I thought I was and have to recognize that.
Yeah. I think COVID tested everyone's patience at one point or another.
Absolutely.
All right, Tim, same question.
I realize because being, in the media area here with marketing and stuff, how much I don't like staying home. It was really tough. A lot of the businesses were closed, so me, going out and about and doing all these things that I was used to doing, got struck down like everybody else. And, I spent a lot of time in my garage making my own Long Island iced teas. And it was wintertime, and the ladies were inside the house with the big 70-inch TV watching Grey's Anatomy. I said, I can't do this. So I'd go out in the garage, and, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're like, I want to go places, and I couldn't. So, I realize I am really a people person, and I don't like being walked into a building or a place like that, and just want to be on the go all the time.
Being trapped inside is a tough place for Mr. Out and About to be.
Yeah.
It certainly was.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for sure. But I am slowing down now. I'm finding myself home, and wanting to be in bed between 8 and 9 now instead of, 11 or 12, like the old mixer days and stuff like that. It's just... I go, I got to go to an event tonight at 7. I go, wow, what am I doing?
I hope they don't mind me showing up in PJs.
Well, it's not
Yes,
at
we
Walmart.
do.
It's not Walmart, guys. Okay.
All right, John.
For me, it was a little weird because our business was necessary, and we were out there every single day because we're property management. In the day, nothing changed other than I discovered it was actually kind of nice getting around. Nobody was out there. The thing I learned about myself was, I've told people, I joke with people all the time, say I don't like people. That's because of my business. But then you get to the evening, and it's like, what am I going to do tonight? That was the hardest part for me. Whether it's dropping by someplace to have a meal or something. No, you went home. And I spent a lot of time in my garage because I like to tinker anyways. Yeah. But it was hard getting used to not being able to do other things.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So you're more of a social butterfly than you realize.
Shh, don't tell anybody that.
And he likes people more than he cares to admit.
I'll never admit to that.
No.
I think we've got it recorded.
I don't think you're getting off the hook on that one.
No.
Yeah, good stuff. Mike, John, and Tim, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
thanks for
Always
having
a
us.
pleasure being
So
here.
appreciate it. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you would like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my cat.